Until last summer, I hadn't really experienced the responsibility of being the operator of a vessel, and once I tried it, I knew it was something I was excited about doing. For this semester's project, I decided to get my California boating license and explore several places in the bay. The first thing I needed to do was complete an online course that took a few hours and went over everything I needed to be knowledgeable about in order to operate any vessel from a PWC or a personal watercraft to a sailboat or a motorized boat. Some of the most important pieces I learned from this course was about safety, the different parts of the boat, and the basic rules and courtesies of boating, and what to do in case of emergencies. Once I completed the course and passed the final exam, I set out on the bay to explore. The boat that I learned to operate in the ocean was a Boston Whaler 190 Montauk. Important parts to know about this boat are where the general areas are located, such as the bow or the front of the boat, the stern, which is the back of the boat, the port side or the left side of the boat, and the starboard or the right side of the boat. These terms are not specific and can be used for any vessel. Another important location to know is where to find the anchor and mooring equipment and where to find the emergency equipment. When in the console or in the place of the vessel where it is controlled from, it is very important to know where the navigation system is, where the VHF radio is, and where the controls, such as the bilge, are. When preparing to depart from the dock, it is important that you have a pre-departure checklist and use it to prepare for your outing. This can prevent many emergency situations and can also make sure you have all of the tools necessary in case of one. For our boat, our departure checklist started off with taking all of the cushions out and laying them up on the raised deck, along with unzipping the covers of both the console and the motor. For this boat, it is an outboard motor, which means that instead of the motor being inside the body of the boat, it is visible and on the outside. Next, you must take off the covers on the center console and lower the motor into the water before turning on the electricity and checking your engine. Once the checklist has been completed and the PFDs or life jackets have been put on, you can leave the harbor. Leaving the harbor and channel is a no-wake zone, which means that your vessel must be slow enough that it leaves no wake. The time of departure for your vessel must also be accounted for, as the tides matter a lot in many places, but especially around the channel, getting from the harbor to the bay. Straying from the channel during a low tide can be dangerous as it risks running your vessel aground. The places I visited while exploring the bay were Tiburon, Sausalito, Angel Island, Alcatraz, and the Golden Gate Bridge. Angel Island and the Golden Gate Bridge were by far my favorite places to visit. Tiburon and Sausalito were exciting to see from the water, but it didn't feel as special as the others to visit. Alcatraz has always been intriguing to me, and I've done a tour on land, but it was very different to circle in the water and see it from a different point of view. It was here that I got a lot of experience in how to pass other boats and knowing when I was in the stand-on vessel versus the giveaway vessel, which is basically telling you who has to go around to. As you head out to the Golden Gate Bridge and closer to the potato patch, the waters become more choppy as the currents converge. However, it was definitely worth it to be able to see the underside of the Golden Gate Bridge and feel it towering above you. Lastly, Angel Island was my favorite place to visit, as I would explore a new side of the island. As you turn the corner to approach the cove where we docked, you pass through Raccoon Strait, which is where two currents converge and there is a visible line in the water. Then you get closer to the docks, and all of the seals laying out in the sun become visible. The second time I visited Angel Island, I actually went ashore and had a picnic, which made the trip all the more fun. Being on a boat has made me feel even more connected to the ocean, as there are many variables that you must be thinking about in order to boat and preserve the ocean as well as be a part of the wildlife, like seals popping up beside your boat and playfully jumping around. This experience has made me love being out in the water even more, and I am excited to venture out to even more places.